Can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me? Testing, testing. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so I was saying I'm going to be doing 1 or 2 sessions per week on YouTube live. The rest of the sessions will be done in the private groups, which is our Discord channel. That's the private Discord channel. If you want to join in on those private sessions, then you know what to do. Just DM me the words "Milk It with SHAK" and I'll send you the details on how to join. So what we're looking at today is the following. We are sitting in, so if you look at, so on NASDAQ, I'm just going to quickly look at NASDAQ because we are in this trade currently. We had a 15-minute tap on a fair value gap, which was sitting down here, right? So we got the M15 fair value gap sitting down below here. We've got liquidity resting above from Friday's high. So we have been in this trade for the last hour or so. We are currently 320 pips up into profit on this one. For those that are in it, those that are on my private groups, you can possibly look at trailing your stop loss. We are getting close to the open, so you can look at possibly trailing those stops, bringing it to just below entry or even at entry. We just to protect your profits, you are about 320 pips up. Looking at what you call this US30, we are expecting some longs. I was hoping price would get back into this volume imbalance that we had sitting down below. You can see we have taken out some sell side. We're waiting for perhaps a shift up above these highs here. So anything above this area will signal a change in state of delivery. So we are waiting for price to take out that high. Ideally, I wanted to see price tap into this volume imbalance, which was sitting down here. You can see we had a gap that was created down at the bottom on Friday, London Open. So price gapped up, but yeah, we haven't hit that. So I am in the NAS trade for now. US30, we are still waiting. But yeah, that's where we're sitting at the moment. Who's in NASDAQ? Who's in NASDAQ? Obviously, the guys on my not paid, on my VIP group, they will be in already on NASDAQ. So we are in on that one. So we're 350 pips up. And here on, so the 1 minute has given a shift, but I would still consider this a bit of a risky entry if we were to get in at this point. So there is obviously a shift on the 1 minute time frame down here. A little bit of a riskier entry to get in on now. There is a fair value gap down here, another one here, got an order block there as well. So yeah, at this point I want to wait a little bit longer because of this volume imbalance down there. I already bought into US30 on the 1 minute shift. Okay, cool. A little bit of a risky entry, but yeah. What's your thoughts on gold? Focus on dreams is asking. So I haven't analyzed gold today. I believe it has hit a new all-time high from what I heard this morning from somebody. And I think, yeah, I did take a quick look at it, but that was about it. I haven't analyzed it, guys. You shouldn't be selling. You should be following the trend right now. You can see gold has been very reluctant to sell, and it keeps making new all-time highs pretty much every single day. So just stay in line with the trend, find some sort of supported area in the market, wait for your rejections from those areas, and basically run it up. Yeah, I wouldn't be selling as yet. It would be risky. You would ideally want to follow the trend. Um, let's see. Let's go back. So okay, you can see we had a bit of a pullback here, which is why I'm waiting. The main area I'd like to see taken out is up above here. Um, so at this point, we should get the change in state of delivery, I believe. So we should see that. We are still waiting. I'm not in US30. We are in NASDAQ for the last hour or so. So NASDAQ is slow. You can see we've obviously played a bit in this area. And yeah, will we get another entry on NASDAQ? So there was a re-entry at this area. If you do get a pullback, you can look at getting in, but it is a bit late now. This was the area for a re-entry. And obviously we had a 1 minute shift. We had a displacement of the 1 minute high with new FEGs being formed on the 5 minute time frame. So good line up there. That would have been the re-entry to run you back up. So yeah, at this point, like I said, if you joined late, and for those that were in on this trade with me from my VIP groups, then you should be trailing your stop loss up at this point, because you're already 370, 380 pips up currently. I was hoping that what you call this US30 would have hung around the area on the top, which it obviously has not done so as yet. Because on the RTH, that would have been a good area. There's a 15-minute area that I was looking at. There is also liquidity resting just above it. So yeah, the thing is, it obviously broke that, ran through it. So if we go back to the electronic trading hours, we are below that area, so currently insignificant to me. Can actually remove that from that area. I'm gonna keep it there just to see whether we do end up opening within that area, but it's unlikely at this point. So nothing yet for me. US30, waiting on the volume imbalance. I want to see what price does at this volume imbalance. We have taken sell side, so yeah, I'm just waiting it out, guys, on US30. So Mamin is asking, are you trading on YouTube from now on? Now, so I will be just doing a session or two every week on YouTube, just to keep it active. Obviously, I've been slack with the YouTube for quite some time, but I want to keep it active. I see the subs on YouTube is like 2,000 subs, so I need to get the watch hours up. So I'm gonna keep it active and keep going with YouTube every now and then. But the live streams, daily live streams, will be done on my VIP Discord group, or the private, call it the private Discord. SHAK, what's the bias for US30 today? So I already discussed it. We have taken out some sell side. I want to see what price does at the volume imbalanced area. If we could get a run up, remember we've created quite a bit of buy side liquidity now, resting above these highs. London highs not taken. I believe there's an Asia high sitting above as well. So yeah, we've got the Asian highs, London highs, all with resting liquid. Don't really have to mark that out, but we can just for this. London, London, Asian, Asian. So that's the three areas we are looking at. Almaz, where about is the volume imbalance on US30? So the volume imbalance is sitting down here, guys. We've got, if you look closely enough, you can see that on Friday, that London open candle, we had price close down here, this on this down close candle, and then the candle thereafter opened significantly higher. So that was about a 250 pip or 25 point of a jump. So there is a gap in that area. The gap is known as the volume imbalance. So we are waiting for price to tap into that volume imbalance and then perhaps give us a change in state of delivery or shift in structure and then run up. So US30, as you can see, guys, it keeps doing this for the longest of time now. It has been basically, it runs up or rallies for a single day, and then for the next 4 or 5 days consolidates. But yeah, who keeps messaging me like 100 times, man? Yo. I see we got Blake. We got Blake in the chat. What's happening, Blake? Okay, so those that are in on NASDAQ, we are 440 pips up. So at that point, you know the drill, guys. You should actually be running that at break even. Blake, what kind of boy? Hi, bro. Trading Nasdaq now. Yeah, we sent a trade alert earlier to our group, on the Nasdaq group. So yeah, we're also in Nasdaq. Okay, so I haven't taken out the highs yet. There, okay. So let's see if we can close above that. That will be good. If not, then we're gonna wait for the volume imbalance down below. There we go. That's looking good. Nope, not yet. Not yet. There we go. So it's coming down. NASDAQ 600 pips up. Still hasn't tapped in, guys, so I'm not liking this here. Hasn't tapped in on US30. Our NASDAQ trade is running, so we are 650 pips up at the moment on NASDAQ, so that's good. I want to see price close above this high before anything. At this point, it would need to tap into this volume imbalance, which is why it's stuck in this area. So yeah. Still waiting on US30, guys. Still waiting. Okay, so that is now into these lows. Why am I stuck? Why is my chart stuck? Because my chart seems to be stuck. What's going on? What the heck? No ways. What the heck is going on? Oh, there we go. Okay, so we are in that area now. We would need to see some sort of bounce from here. There is also a 1 hour breakout sort of scenario here. So you can see we have these touches on this particular area. So I'm waiting to see what happens here now. Volume imbalance has been closed, guys. So let's see if we can inverse any of these areas. Okay, NASDAQ hit about 800 pips there. For those that are in, you should be on NASDAQ. For my private guys, you should be up quite solid. NASDAQ is okay. Nothing significant yet, eh? I was expecting more of to see some sort of good reaction of this area, but nothing. Why are the guys saying gold? Gold, wow. What's happening on gold? Oh, okay. Yeah, so gold looks like it's gonna run up from here. It does look like that. Like I said, I wouldn't be selling um, on gold. Okay, so that's now taken out Friday's low. So if anything, if it was to buy, then that means that it would need to come off from this area. If not, I'm not interested. So that's now swept Friday's low. So yeah, let's see what happens here. It's 800 pips that was hit on NAS. Who's in on NAS? Who is in on NAS? Drop in the comments if you managed to get in on NAS. Um, Nobody. Looks like nobody in on NAS took partials. Okay, cool, nice. Almaz. Huzaifa says I'm in on NAS. Nice. Others not in. Okay. Um, Remember, you should be risk free, guys. That was already 800 pips. You could have actually taken pretty much half your trade off the table and leave the rest to run risk free. Um, is TradingView lagging? No, I don't think it's lagging, but for some reason, um, there's a bit of a delay on my stream, I think, or on the Streamlabs. Okay. Richard says missed the entry. Okay, we did send it on the group. Guys, nothing particular is happening here. I was under the impression that we would get a spike through on this volume imbalance, perhaps on that low, and then rally up. But for whatever reason, US30 is just being a complete bitch as always for the last long while. And look, I'm not going to be selling until, because even the London highs haven't been taken, Asian highs haven't been taken. So either way, it's not a, for me personally, I wouldn't have taken that. So if we drop to the 1 hour, let's see where she looks like she's gonna run for. So the only next obvious pool of liquidity would be down here, seeing as though it hasn't really jumped off this level, which was the liquidity that it's just taken, that obviously would now mean that, so this could potentially be the next draw on liquidity. But yeah, we would need to see what happens here first. Okay, so that's looking better from this area. That is looking better. Let's see what happens here. The volume just fizzles out, like it picks up and then it just sort of fizzles out, guys. It's a bit so stupid, man. Yeah, was looking suspect. Suspect. So it's now basically used the volume imbalance as a retest. Can you see it broke through and then obviously retested it? But I'm not willing to go short yet, guys. It hasn't taken out those London highs, um, which are sitting here. I'm just gonna mark it out while we wait. There's a minor shift that happened now, currently. Yeah, so just take this across. Where's my chart frozen again? Come on. Okay, let's see if we can get something like this play out, guys. That's gonna tap in now. We'll wait for a small retracement to this area, and then we can possibly look at a little bit of a long position up. Okay, let's see if we get a pullback, guys, into that area. That's looking gonna look a bit better. Oh, that's actually running already. Oh, come on, give us a pullback. What are you doing? Oh man. Come on. Yeah, so 5 minutes as well. Let's see. Let's see. That's correct. That is correct. 5 minutes. Yeah. Okay, it doesn't look like it's going to give us a pullback, so we're going to have to take a bit of an aggressive entry soon. That's going to be. So that would be the area on the 5 minute, guys. Yo. No, that's wild. That's wild. It's just going. It's not even. What on earth? Chart's frozen again. What's going on? Come on. No, guys, this thing is just going now with no pullback. Yo, that's wild, guys. It's not even fucking giving a pullback. I'm gonna look to get in on this area here. If we can tap into one of these FEGs, I'm gonna look to get in, guys. I was hoping we could have got at least on the inverse here, but didn't even pull back to those areas, guys. No, that's already hit one of the London highs. No pullback whatsoever. So I don't know. For those that were in on On NASDAQ, we are up. We are still holding blues, about 15K up there. But yeah, this one unfortunately didn't come back to any of these zones, guys. Nothing. And down here was a bit high risk for me to have entered. But yeah, let's see if we do get a pullback. That's, that's actually not even doing a tiny pullback at this point. I see some of the guys got in. So who got in? Some of the guys got in somewhere after that shift, but NAS did hit TP. It hit TP1. Hit TP1. Hasn't hit my full TP on TradingView. Remember, that's the zone I had above, which was Friday's high. So I'm still holding. If anything, Nasdaq does do a pullback to this area, possible re-entry zone at around that area. You can see we've got a key level sitting here as well, in this area. So that would be the key level, and you got a FEG on the 15-minute time frame sitting above. So I do believe that area would be a re-entry if it doesn't take the high and pulls back before doing that. But yeah, in terms of US30, US30 has not given me any pullback for an entry. It's basically ran without me at this point. Nothing I can really do about that. Yeah. Right now, I'm just waiting for a pullback into one of these areas on 5 minute, 3 minute, 1 minute, any of these areas. I hate watching a trade like that, guys, like on US30. I really hate watching it because you have all the confluences there, but then doesn't tap either of the point of interest, which is absolutely stupid. But yeah, just makes it frustrating when it does that. So I'm gonna set an alert actually on US30. So US30, I'll set an alert down here. Well, it's almost there now, but yeah, probably down there, and then on the lower time frame down here. So we should get into that area. Let's see if we get there now. It's tapped one area. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get in here. This is obviously higher risk. We are taking it on a 5-minute tap. So I'm in. So that is my entry. I'm gonna keep a stop down below at that area, and I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna look to get in out of the PDC, which is a 1:2, guys. Okay, so we're getting a good push up there. Should be about 250 pips up. Yo, NASDAQ really is going, eh? Oh, my chart's frozen again, but we are pushing up. Come on. Unfreeze. What the fuck, man? Why Streamlabs? I think I've got too many apps open. I think that's the problem here. We should be about 400 pips up now, guys. 400 pips up, and we literally didn't see any drawdown. I'm gonna move my stops to entry. That's 400 pips up at the moment. So yeah, we're gonna run this risk free from here. Remember, my stops are at entry. I can't draw it here because it's gonna cancel out that. But yeah, we are 400 pips up. Stops at entry. Yeah, let's see what happens. Okay, we're about 530 pips up at the moment. 530 pips. You can actually take partials if you like, and leave your risk free to run 600 pips hit, guys. Where's those W's? Where's those W's? Come, guys. Come. Good start to the week. We were patient enough to wait, so we're almost 700 pips up now, guys. 700 pips up. There we go. There we go. So I'm about 38k in profit at the moment. Nice. Solid, guys. Solid. Please send me your results. We're gonna run this risk free. You can take some off the table, obviously. That was 700 pips there, almost 700 pips. But yeah, run it risk free, please, and then yeah, we'll take it from there. I'm gonna leave you with that, guys. I'm gonna leave you with that. Manage your trade accordingly. 700 pips is still a lot, guys. That was pretty much almost half hour. Yeah, it was half hour TP. So you should be risk free, or holding runners that are at least risk free, with partials taken off the table. But yeah, not bad for a first day back on YouTube stream. It was a bit of a challenging one because we had to exercise quite a bit of patience. But yeah, it's played out nonetheless. Where's those W's, guys? Where's your W's? Where's those W's? Drop it in the comments. So if you're looking at HFM, for those that are asking, I see Ridwan asking, it's another 800 pips up from where we are currently. So you're looking at about 46,300 is HFM for final TP, which is up here. But yeah, where's those W's, guys? I only saw like a handful of the guys put a W. Come on, guys. W's, there we go. All right. Anyways, I'm gonna catch you guys on the next live. Um, Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and yeah, take care. I actually need to. There we go. Smash live on stream. There's all my W's coming through on the chat, and we are about 800 pips plus in profit. A bit of a challenging trade. We had to obviously wait for the right moment, and yeah, we caught it sniper, zero drawdown. We're still running, guys, still running. Okay.